A good Erev Shabbos, everyone. This week, what we should have been reading in Shul is a special Kriyas Torah that was instituted by Ezra HaSofer. And we know that Ezra HaSofer instituted that we should have Aliyas every Shabbos. We should call people up to the Torah, and we should have 7 Aliyas every Shabbos. But what he didn't institute was the way that we read Torah by finishing it once every year. Ezra HaSofer said we should have a public Kriyas Torah, and we should have 7 Aliyas. But many minhagim were that they should finish the Torah once every 3 years. The way we do it once every year was not part of Ezra HaSofer's original takana. Ezra HaSofer was misaken that this Shabbos we should read Parshas Behar-Bechokosai. Because whatever the regular parsha is, we have to read from the bris between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Bnei Yisrael and all of the tochacha before we come to Shavuos. Why would Ezra HaSofer be misaken that? So the truth is it happens twice a year, and once it happens before Rosh Hashanah. The one before Rosh Hashanah that we read is because Tichla Hashanah v'kila le'seah, that the year should end in all of its klalos. But when it comes to right before Shavuos, so the message is different. And Rashi already is alluding to it in the beginning of his comments of Bahar, when he writes, Ma'inyan Shmita Itzel Har Sinai. Because the klalos and everything we read in Parshas Behar-Bechokosai, if you were at the shir last night, it's been recorded if you want to listen to it, we spoke at length about the message of Shemitah, Yovel, and why we're counting, similar to the way we count weeks, we're counting the Shemitah years until Yovel. And when it comes to our count, so that count has a very deep meaning to it. And the deep meaning to it is, according to the Ramban, and we spoke about this at length last night, the meaning is that we want to be counting our lives towards Olam Haba. That when we count our days, we remember HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And on the 7th day, we rest like HaKadosh Baruch Hu did, and we remember that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the Boirei. When we count our years, we remember that the world only exists for 6,000. And that there was Tohu, and there was Torah, and there's Yemos HaMashiach. And where we are right now is we are in Yemos HaMashiach, awaiting for the Mashiach to come and make it the Yemos HaMashiach, as we hope to see soon in our days. But the idea behind it is that to approach Matan Torah, we need to know what life is all about. And we need to take our lives and our years seriously and know how we fit into the bigger picture about where all of history is headed. And therefore, if you look at the klalos, you'll notice in Parshas Behar-Bechokosai there are exactly 49. 7 and 7 and 7, exactly 49 klalos. And of course, there's a count to Shemitah, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, if because you didn't keep the Shemitah, I'm bringing these klalos to you. And we're counting Sfiras HaOmer, and the number 49 comes up again and again as we prepare ourselves, Sfiras HaOmer for Matan Torah. And we're counting our days towards Kabbalas HaTorah. We count the Shemitah years 49 to the 50th year of Yovel, and the 50th day is Shavuos. The parallels are very clear. And the message is also clear, that we have to take our days seriously. We have to take our years seriously. We have to prepare ourselves. Because it's only if we look at our lives in that way, as we lead our lives and live our lives, approaching our Olam Haba, and what the world is headed, so then we are able to accept the Torah and be able to perform the Torah. This time of year, it really makes sense, it's not the time of year, it's this year, that the feeling in the air is that we're sick of this. We've had enough, we're going to move on, and we're going to get back to life as it used to be. And because of that, there's a big push, just like there was in many circles, Mekubalim and others, to push towards Mashiach. There's also a big push to getting rid of the situation we're in. And people are antsy, people don't want to be davening at home anymore, people want to be back in shul, people want to be back in a situation like it was before, which is totally understandable. After all, just like we're counting Sfiras HaOmer, just we're counting towards the Yovel, we want to get to it already, but we can't push too much. We are where HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us, and we can't get anxious, because that anxiety turns into a sense that this has gone on too long, and we get irritated, and then it comes out towards our children, towards our spouses, towards the way that we are manhig our homes. So we need to keep in mind that now we need to make sure we're focused on this is the way it's supposed to be for now. Don't worry about what will be. What will be, and that will be the avoda then. The avoda now is the avoda now. Everyone should be besimcha and enjoy being at home and enjoy your bias. Enjoy bringing the Shekhinah into your bias, making your bias into yeshiva, making your bias into a shul. Take a deep breath and enjoy Shabbos. Hope to see you all soon. different way. But for now, I'm glad to be able to share this experience with you, because it's something we'll look back on, we'll smile, and we'll remember the times that we were together with our families in such an unusual fashion for so long. Good jobs.